Welcome to our journey through one of the most fascinating stories in the Bible, the fall of the walls of Jericho. In this video, we will go deep into the origins of these ancient walls, the king who built them, and the miraculous events that led to their downfall. This tale, found in the book of Joshua, is a powerful testament to faith, obedience, and divine intervention. Our story begins in the ancient land of Canaan, a region rich in history and culture. Jericho, one of the oldest inhabited cities in the world, was a significant stronghold in this land. The city was strategically located near the Jordan River, making it a vital center for trade and military operations. The walls of Jericho were not just any ordinary walls. They were a marvel of ancient engineering, designed to protect the city from invaders. These walls were built during the early Bronze Age, around 3000 BCE, and were continuously fortified over the centuries. The construction of the walls involved large, sun-dried mud bricks, which were stacked to form a formidable barrier. The walls were approximately 13 feet high and 6 feet thick, with a stone retaining wall at the base to prevent erosion. This impressive structure was a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the ancient builders. According to the Bible, the city of Jericho was rebuilt by King Hiel of Bethel during the reign of King Ahab of Israel, around the 9th century BCE. Hiel's efforts to restore the city came at a great personal cost, as he lost his firstborn son, Abram, when he laid the foundations, and his youngest son, Segub, when he set up the gates, fulfilling a curse pronounced by Joshua centuries earlier. Now, let's turn our attention to the events leading up to the fall of Jericho. After the Israelites' exodus from Egypt and their 40 years of wandering in the desert, they were finally ready to enter the Promised Land. After the death of Moses, Joshua became the leader of the Israelites. God commanded Joshua to lead his people into the Promised Land. Under the leadership of Joshua, as they crossed the Jordan River and set out, Jericho was the first major obstacle in their path. The Israelites camped at Gilgal, just east of Jericho. Joshua, following God's instructions, sent 2 spies to scout the city. The spies were sheltered by Rahab, a woman who lived in the city walls, and she helped them escape in exchange for a promise of protection for her and her family. God gave Joshua specific instructions on how to conquer Jericho. The Israelites were to march around the city once a day for 6 days, with the priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant and blowing trumpets made of ram's horns. On the 7th day, they were to march around the city 7 times, and then the priests would blow the trumpets, and the people would shout. The Israelites followed these instructions faithfully. For 6 days, they marched around the city in silence, except for the sound of the trumpets. On the 7th day, they marched around the city 7 times. As the priests blew the trumpets, Joshua commanded the people to shout. And then, a miracle happened. The walls of Jericho collapsed, and the Israelites charged into the city, taking it with ease. The only part of the wall that remained standing was the section where Rahab's house was located, honoring the promise made to her by the spies. The fall of Jericho was a pivotal moment in the Israelites' conquest of Canaan. It demonstrated God's power and faithfulness to his promises. The story of Jericho serves as a reminder of the importance of faith and obedience to God's commands. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the ancient city of Jericho. We hope you found this exploration of its origins, construction, and the miraculous events that led to its fall both informative and inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the Bible. Until next time, may your faith be as strong as the walls of Jericho once were, and may you always find strength in the promises of God.